Well, it looks like the PSVR 2 is making the rounds in the headlines. And could this spell the end of the PSVR? Find out up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. So, the PSVR 2 was a device I really hope would take off, mainly because I do see the potential in VR gaming, but today's tech could be a limiting factor. Let's not forget, VR gaming alone is fairly expensive to get into. And if we're talking about the PSVR 2 today, that'll run you around $550, on top of needing the PS5 to play games off of it. And hey, tack on a few games and that cost to entry is still very high. So reports have been making the rounds that the PSVR 2 is in a rather sticky situation. And quite honestly, it's not one I'm too shocked over. Bloomberg came out with this report citing that the PSVR 2's inventory is starting to really pile up, and this is all due to low sales. I want to make it clear right now before we start going off the rails here. No, this doesn't mean the PSVR 2 will be discontinued and anything related to that. Rather, they're gonna slow down and outright stop production in the meantime. And this is all until things blow over. In the same breath too, I do think there needs to be this conversation around this idea that the future of this headset could still be in a hazy situation here. Now, is there anything Sony could possibly do right now to entice more people to go out and buy this device? Now, dropping the price to the headset could be one of those things they could do, but that's easier said than done. But recently it was announced that Sony is testing out this idea that would allow users to play PC games off the PSVR 2. Now, I'm not gonna dive down this rant, but I do think there was a missed opportunity there. Having that option there at launch would have gotten more eyes on the product. And I remember talking about the launch of the PSVR 2, and heading into this device, a lot of people were interested. So having PC games on it as well would have given it yet another big boost. And it's worth noting the PC platform alone already does have this big catalog of VR-ready games at its disposal. And let's not forget the PSVR 2 lacked in backwards compatibility and lacked in first-party support. So again, there were shackles on this device from the start. I also think VR as a whole, no matter the headset, is a very niche product to begin with. So when you're in a space that has competitors like the Meta Quest, who do have a bigger audience, developers would see that and gravitate towards those platforms instead. And if I had to guess, I do think at the very least, sometime soon we would start to see sales on the PSVR 2 go live, just to clear out some inventory. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass this question off to you guys. What are your thoughts on VR gaming, and do you own a headset? I think it's a fun idea, and I do think there's a good concept here. But it's up to the companies at hand to really invest time and effort to make these devices affordable, and invest in first-party games that make the device worthy of getting. Again, it's all about quality games. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.